Hi guys, Hazy here. Thank you for watching this reveal video of the Stalker, my last creation. I've designed this saber thinking of the big Sith brother of the Eye. The Eye was mostly a Jedi saber, light side. This one is a dark side saber. I've made sure of that. The core represent is black and represent the dark side, and the etching has some small hints that it represent also the dark side. So yeah, I've put fonts on this saber for this, and also Eric sent me for dedicated sound font for custom sound font that he probably that only him has. It's from the Court of the Dead team. There are 4 sound font. They are very cool, very evil oriented. But I still, evil is represented with red most of the time, but I wanted to showcase a couple of colors on this build. So there is a total of 7 sound fonts that does that. So it's pretty cool. So let me just do a small look around, and we're gonna fire it up. I'm gonna show you the sound font, and after that we're gonna go through the chassis together. First thing first, the greeblies on this saber and the entire saber has been made on my new mill. I'm super happy with it. It's very precise compared to Dremel work. Even though I was getting pretty good at it, it's still a very long process, and it's not cheap. You pass through so much cutting disc that it becomes a bit expensive. So yeah. The first greeblies are this bunny here. This front bunny here is used for your switches, and also the blade retention that is at the end. It's a grub screw, a set screw, a long one, 832. I'm gonna give you also the Allen key for this. So yeah, it holds very good. You have your main and your aux. I found that the aux, since it's the most effects that we use, was better to be the closest one, and the other one is the main, so the power on and the force. You have another bunny here. For the lights, you have 4 Opalites here. Those are 10 millimeter and have each 7 LED strips around them. Here in the center you have a DI. It's a 16 millimeter Opalite 2. It's a mostly clear one compared to these ones that are mostly white. The white in an Opalite, when you put light in it, it shows yellow. So, but it reflects well all the colors and everything, and diffuse them pretty good. So here you have 2 LEDs that are also connected with these 3 on each side. These are inside the chassis, the resin chassis, so there's a bit of diffusion. Here we have 2 LEDs and 3 on the front. To protect the LEDs, I've on the second layer I filled the slots with resin, UV resin that I've hardened. I weathered the entire hilt with the A385. It's similar to Alu Black. You can see in my other post how I made that possible. That's my way of weathering. I like to have the layers showing, so everything is black when I start, and after that it's like I'm cleaning it with the steel wool, like I found the saber in the nature and just was brushing it off to be able to use, so it's clean, but it doesn't have been like unassembled to be cleaned up. So yeah, that's the look I'm looking for. It's like an old relic, but that was taken care of. Yeah, to continue here, you have 4 leads under this one, and that's about it. Here you have 2 leads. The other side I've put a kill switch, so it's accessible from the outside or the inside. So it's pretty cool. I want you to be able to power on your saber without releasing the grip. It's the first time I do something like this. The idea was from Benji Graham that Jeremy Puckett did also. So yeah, I thought about how could I make it possible on one of my builds. So I think it I think it looked like pretty good. It doesn't show like something that's not supposed to be here. The speaker is 24 millimeter, 2 to 3 watts. I push it at 2900. Not supposed to be any problem. It's 8 ohms, so I should be able to push it at 3000, but just to be sure, 2900. There's just one font on it that is in the 4 fonts from Eric. The Spirit one. The swings are not super loud, but it's the font. It's not the rest of the font are very good. This one, the swing, but the high swing are very cool, but the low swings are kind of hard to hear. But yeah. So yeah, let me power this up. The etching, I made it all myself. Sometimes I use pattern and I modify them, but this one I made it completely from scratch. Another small gribbly here, and I made like a double bunny here, but a small one. Thought it was fitting. I put a small accent brass, 2 layers here. It put some weight on the pommel too. Since the D-ring, when I revealed, it was a plating, and I strip it out, and it was brass underneath. So I made a small copper card to go with it. It's pretty tight, but I'm gonna fix it with the E6000 to be sure. Just a small dab so it doesn't go off. Here you have your grip retention screw. It's brass also. So and the blade plug that I will give you with it is also brass, and I weathered it. So yeah, pretty cool. Let me power it up. It's a bit hard because it's small, but I'm able to do it. If you have a bigger finger than mine, maybe just take a small something just to move it, or you can remove the grip and do it there. Yeah. So the first font is Binary Dark by Grayscale. I thought I was going to go with Grayscale on this one. Browsing his library, I felt in love with 2 sound fonts, and I thought, well, I like to encourage a lot of font makers, so I'm kind of a out of universe guy, so I'm not, I don't make replica, so I like to have my saber have to have like a unique sound font that are not character specific or anything. On this one I wanted to have something really city, so yeah, this does it. It's the Dedicate Boot sound font, Binary Dark by Grayscale. Let me power it up. you see I made some effects on every possible blades. But as a pre-on, you have a pre-on effect. Mostly the effects, I know that here it shows blue, but it actually white. So yeah, the red. I mixed up. The main color is red, but I have some accent white that goes and do some effects. It's actually put some contrast, and it helps to have two colors. So yeah, let me show you a little. Good. The swing are very good. I like them. So yeah, pretty cool sound font from Grayscale, Binary Dark. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So this is Bone. This is from the 4 Court of the Dead sound font. For them, I went a bit other colors. I didn't want to make like everything red, so I wanted to have some difference between the fonts. That even if they are dark, they are still they are able to have other colors than just red. This one is a mix of main color is green, and you have some small red accent that shows up most orange sometime. I thought it was fitting with the Bone font. Let's start it up. So this one is mostly crackling. You have the motion too, so twist off and slash on. I don't like having the push motion because sometimes you clash and the push motion get activated. So if you want to have your force are on the main, so there's no problem there. But I've canceled the motion because yeah, I don't like to make a clash and then activate a long force at the same time. So you can always access it by the button. So next one. So this is Spirit. The main color is mostly white with the magenta accent. I thought it was a bit more Spirit this way. Only white would have been blend, so white and magenta fit good, I think, to give a spectral look. The blade is a fire blade, is a white fire blade with the hot color being magenta, so it's pretty cool. This one has a pre-on. So this one, the low swings are very quiet, but the high swings are very ghastly and loud. It's a very cool font. So you can hear that The low swing are very low. But the high swings are super aggressive. So yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Good. So next one.
He has entered. The court of the dead is neither heaven nor hell. It is the realm of death himself.
So this is this one is called Blood. So I made it. Everything is mostly red, except for the big FX that are white. But I prefer to go like black and red, so some dent and thing like that. Let's start that. So as you can see on the blade, what I made is it's a Fernando da Rosa water blade, but I made it also some rain dent, and his style is pretty cool because when you go down like this, the flow is going quicker, and when you go up, the flow is going slower. So it was mostly fitting with Blood. So yeah, this is Blood.
Gethsemane, the queen of the dead.
So the next one is Flesh. So Flesh is a combine of red and deep pink. I thought it was a fleshy look. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's start it up. So the blade, I'm gonna try to demonstrate, but it's mostly a flow of deep pink and red, like it was a river of flesh. And you have a motion also of the deep pink that goes into the red, and give a motion of the flesh getting out. So yeah, that was my idea behind this one. And I didn't want to make it just like red, so the combination of the two is pretty cool. This is very aggressive. So this font is Paradise by Grayscale also. Grayscale sound fonts. I thought it was fitting because I wanted to have other color than red, like I said before. This one was kind of dark but evenly at the same time, with a big hint of electronic inside it. So I thought it was like a mostly fitting like a dark angel setting. So yeah, this one is mostly deep sky blue with white accent throughout the FX. The sound is very good. of the sound font. I found it like the tram, the behind the is very good. The give it a kind of electronic orchestral. It's an ambience. It's very cool. I like it very much. Sorry, I don't want the. It's pretty sensible. It's at a threshold of 1.0. Usually, some people put it like at 9 because of the backlash of the speaker and thing like that. This one, since the board is really tight, it's not glued anything. It's just press fit, but it's fit very good. You have the door that's pressing it over it, and after that you have all the layers. So I think that the hilt take most of the vibration before the board, so I needed to drop the sensitivity. When you drop it, it augments it. It's more sensible. So at 1.0 it's the first time, but yeah, it works pretty good. The sounds are very like there's like a good harmony through the sound font. So yeah, I like it very much. Last one. This one is from Samuel Tardif. It's my best friend. I made a run of Gronde a couple of years ago, and yeah, he made me special fonts for it. This is it. Gronde is the weapon of Melkor. Melkor is in the LOTR. He's like a deity. Well, he's the last Dark Lord before Sauron. Sauron was actually one of his minions. So yeah, when I did the ground run, Samuel made me a font. I thought it was fitting because I wanted to put something dark but fire, with fire, like a fiery style all over it. And the ground font is just perfect for that. But it doesn't sound like it's from LOTR necessarily. So yeah, let's hear it out. So the idea behind the sound font is like Melkor is like a giant, so it's a giant walking into a village in flames and destroying everything in his way. So you have it's like all sounds of destruction and long force that are like meteor shower. You have the crow in the background. I find it really like a scenery, and you can feel the swing are very cool too. So the low swing are mostly plain, but when the high swing, it's like a beast. Unleashing itself, swinging. It's very cool. Yeah. So very, very, very nice sound font. Gonna close it. Gonna go back to the first one. Let's go see inside of this. So just need to, you know, when it's really, really tight, you just need to release it a bit. Counterclockwise to release. And here you have your full metal chassis. It's actually the core, like I explained before. This is your blade holder. This tube here is 1 inch inside. It goes all the way up to here. So this is a core that goes all the way through the saber. Everything is fixed on it. So this way, without threading, it's the only way that I found that I could make something this sturdy and that it's not gonna fall apart. It's actually very, very I know that you could dual with my hilts, but the electronic inside I wouldn't recommend. Light dueling, no problem at all. You can have fun with your kids and things like that. There's absolutely no problem with my sabers for that. But I wouldn't put an heavy grade blade and start swinging until there's a crack in my blade, you know, battling someone else, some other adult or anything that you know, full strength. And no, these are not saber for that. My sabers are mostly show sabers, shelf queens, but that doesn't mean that you cannot play with them. They are not fragile. They are pretty sturdy. It's just that the electronics, when you start swinging and hitting the solder joints and things like that, it's not really good. It's not made for that. Even though maybe you could do it like for a couple of years, at some point the ripples and the clash will make something fail. So yeah, I want to recommend full dueling. Light dueling, like I said, absolutely no problem. So for this one, I also made the core with the mill. I just did this opening. This one I made it with the Dremel. After that, I recreated a small door. This is a resin printed piece, and over it I have my aluminium layer. These are epoxied together. This one has 2 magnets. The 2 magnets you have here. So you just have to slide the door like this. Center it, because it can actually slide some from one side to the other. But just center it before putting the grip. Same thing for this one. This one is actually the battery that serves as a metal piece. All batteries have a metal core, so when you put it on it, it's pretty tight. So, but it fits pretty good. You can see that the design continue here and here, so it gives you a hint of how to put your door back. This door is made out of brass. The core is made out of aluminium. Like I said, I don't know if I said it or not, but throughout the etching, I've put some hint of the imperial. The hexagonal symbol is what represents them best, I think. So yeah, that completes it pretty much. So when you want to put your grip back, just go like this, like this. Here you can align the L shape. This is an L lock system, so you just have to, and now counter clockwise, and you can tighten it until you can't anymore, just by hand like that, and it should be sturdy enough to play with it. So thank you guys for watching. This is about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a long one. I was rambling a lot, but I want to make sure to give you all the info about it. If you have questions or anything, don't hesitate to do it in the comments. Thank you again for watching. Thank you, Eric, for this commission. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate your support. It's been a real pleasure to work with you, and I hope you enjoyed the saber. I made it thinking about you and how how could I make you so excited for a new saber? I know you're a big collector, so it must be like, yeah, it's exciting, but at some point, getting a new design or something made only for yourself, I think maybe it should be super cool for you. So yeah, I put a lot of thoughts and love into that build. So I hope you enjoy it at the maximum you can. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for you're awesome. The community is awesome. So thanks again, guys, and see you next time.